Welcome back to another weekly roundup of the games that I've been playing. Remember that on this channel, I don't have all the time in the world, so I try to angle as much as I can towards like stuff that I can take on the go. But here's what I've got up to this week. So as you can see from my channel, I've been playing Earthbound this week, and I do have a more in-depth video about all my thoughts on that over here. I don't know if I know how to link things, we'll give it a shot. So I think rather than just talk only about the game itself, I kind of wanted to talk about the fact that it's, I guess, like my first review video. I try to really, go in depth with it, but it turns out this like covering games that you like thing is a little trickier than I thought. Most of the problems really came from like, well, I love this game. I wanted to express how much I love it without like, I guess, revealing too much about it, so people can be encouraged to go into it with a fresh experience, but also not yammer for too long. So I'm not there talking about like Earthbound for 50 minutes in like a just unorganized mess. So the idea of covering games that I'm not even into, like people that review them regularly, even though I see it all the time on YouTube, it's surprisingly kind of tough. Like, I don't want to come off also repetitive, like the gameplay was polished and the music was excellent and the graphics were stellar. It's like, no one wants to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that. But I will say overall, it was my first time actually beating the game. I won't spoil anything for you even in this video. I tried it once in high school and I got maybe about to like a little bit after Foresight and then stopped. So a lot of people have been leaving comments to play through, like if I've played through Mother 3 yet. Like I use a lot of the music from that game because it's awesome. And truth be told, no, I haven't played Mother 3 yet. I finally, a couple of weeks ago, figured out how to get an English patch working on the game. But when I did that, I was kind of like, you know what? I know that you can play Mother 3 without having necessarily played Mother 2. But I really felt this need to like, let me at least go clear the second one, before I start it. Will I play Mother 1? I don't know. I've heard that one's a little bit more grindy. I'd like to, but I might get like burnout on it, especially since I really just want to get started on Mother 3 already, just to see what everything's about. We'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of juggling a couple of RPGs. I think up next, maybe even a small preview of next week's roundup, is I'd like to play this other this Pokemon hack for Pokemon Emerald called Mariomon. There's a lot of hype about it in the ROM hacking community right now, so maybe too many RPGs at once could be a bad thing. But in short, just like in my video, I really liked Earthbound. I see its like impact it's had on gaming and stuff, like the different games that I've played, whether it's Undertale, freaking South Park, The Stick of Truth even. Like, it's just cool seeing like all these like things that I've played already, like where it got its influences from. But again, I invite you to watch the full video if you want to know my full thoughts on Earthbound. Real briefly, I'll mention that I picked up Mega Man X, the original Super Nintendo one, and man, do I stink at it. I'll keep this one quick because it's like very like superficial amount of playing with it. But I grew up with X5, that one's on the PlayStation, and I love, it's like probably one of my favorite games I played growing up. So X5 is my jam. So I've been meaning to go from like the very start of the series before I play any of the later ones, or even any of like the Mega Man Zero X, ZX I think it's called. I forget off the top of my head. But that was my logic. I was like, let me go start with the very first one and work my way up. And man, I don't know anything about it. I don't know which boss is weak to what. I kind of went in just kind of keeping it very like without a guide, without any sort of looking up stuff online. And I'm just getting my ass handed to me. So we'll see if I keep up this one. This one might be one I have to come back to later. And the very last game I've been playing is good old Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. So I'm really happy that I can take this one on the go. I haven't actually gone through, I don't know if you saw my other video where I talked about Ape Escape, but I haven't really gone through like a good 3D game yet on this handheld. And I figured, well, what the heck better to get through than Sonic Adventure? This game is basically, like if you heard people talk about comfort movies, this would be one of my comfort games. Like my wife, for example, if she wants to just sit down and watch like a nice comfort movie, she'll sit down and watch like Father of the Bride, or something that's like Mermaids, with Winona Ryder. She literally is Winona Ryder's character, but brought to real life. So Sonic Adventure is my freaking comfort game, man. Like, I think I play this honestly at least once a year. And it's one of those where it's just like, I know that it's kind of a drag at certain points. I know like certain parts of it, like, I'm just kind of like really want to clear through it fast just so I can get to the ending. But it's just something that I grew up with in my childhood. It blows my mind still, honestly, like in terms of just graphics. Some of the just like the lights, like the way the sun sets in certain parts of the game, it's just real gorgeous to look at. It's just classic. The 2000s, the way they designed the games back then, I don't know what they were doing. They should have kept doing more of it, I think. And that's just not including all like the great music. The soundtrack is super memorable. I probably will do like a more in-depth video maybe about it, I don't know, just because I really love it. And yeah, some of the sections of the game, okay, like maybe you guys, they tried too many things at once, and it might have been a better experience just to focus on just more Sonic gameplay, like more stuff that's like similar to the classic games. But I also appreciate that they went like just completely in on the 3D angle, and they're like, nope, we're gonna try various styles of gameplay and throw a bunch of like spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. I think it gives games from that time like this certain, I don't know, like this flavor to them, where it's like they were willing to try things that were a lot riskier. Stuff that it's like, I guess we can complain about in hindsight, you know, but the fact that they were willing just to give it a shot and see what works and what doesn't, I think is really admirable. And again, this is one of my comfort games. I can freaking honestly clear this, the big old grin on my face still, even like, man, must be like 15 years now since I first played it. So that'll do it for this week's roundup. Let me know what you've been up to. What are you gaming on? What are you gaming for? No, but tell me what games you've been playing down below, especially if it's something that I can take on the go. I'm really just looking for like more hidden gems, I guess. Dig through catalogs and things that people haven't gamed before. But feel free to like the video. It really helps me like just figure out what people want to see more of. And feel free to subscribe, because we'll definitely be talking about everything we play every week, and just we'll see what other like little fun videos and stuff that I can get up to meanwhile in between. That being said, today's Pizza Saturday. Me and my wife every week will sit down and make our own pizza, so I'm heading down to go do that. That's a good time. It's like our weekly ritual, and it hits to the core of my gamer soul, because right now I'm not in the market for a Nintendo Switch 2, so retro gaming it is, but there's no complaints here. Catch you guys in the next video.